Thomas, first of all, congratulations. How does it feel taking over the head coach role at Brentford FC?
Excited, looking forward to it. I'm very proud and pleased and thankful. And of course, I need to say thank you to Matthew Benham, our owner, our directors of football, Phil Giles and Rasmus Ankersen, for giving me this great opportunity in this fantastic club. I'm really looking forward to start the work Thursday morning. We already started a little bit. And of course, a big thanks to Dean and Richard that have been fantastic, including me and giving me my intro to English football. And I think they've done a magnificent job in this club and a big reason for why we are at this level now. So I wish them best of luck in the future. Of course, not when we are going to play against each other.
Obviously, having come from within the club, the players do know who you are. Is that a big advantage from where you sit now?
Yeah, I think so. I think for many reasons. I think a big thing is I think the culture, the level all of us has built together. Dean, Richard, me, the rest of the staff, the players. I think we've been growing throughout the last years, and I think we are on a very good level now. We are solid. We have a good foundation. We're ready to take the next step. So yes, of course, it's much easier when you know the club. You know all the staff members, you know all the players, they know me, they know my strong sides, my weak sides, so it should be pretty easy, straightforward. I know it's a different role, but hopefully I've shown who I am being an assistant manager, and I know it will change a little bit. I'll need to take more decisions, but deep down I'm me, and I will be a head coach as Thomas.
How much have you learned about English football since you arrived here 2 years ago? Has it been a big shock to the system for you?
No, not a big shock, but it is different. I think I spoke about this before. Denmark, England is pretty close compared to culture. I think we understand each other's football, and especially Danes understanding the English football. But you don't know the last 10, 50, 20% before you live here, before you smell it, live it, feel it. So the last 20%, I definitely got it under my skin. Going to different stadiums, playing different teams, the culture in this club. So I think actually it's a big advantage to be here for 2 years and then feel, know, understand everything, and then ready to add my small details, my ideas. It will not be massively different, but of course I have some ideas.
Do you feel prepared to be a head coach here? What will you do from day to day that's different? How will your job change?
I would say the big thing, of course, is I will name the team. In the daily work, I was a lot on the training pitch. I was a lot responsible of the sessions, so that will not change that much. Of course, a little bit more. I'll be all in the tactical work, and a little bit more overview everything. But I has always been very focused on the detail, and I will be that in the future as well. But in some situation I will need and I want to step back and have a bigger view, and I need to do that. So a little bit different in some aspect and massive different in other aspects, because of course now it's me who is in the front line.
You were appointed with the club in 7th. You obviously know the players, you know the club itself. How far can you push the team this season?
I think we started the season really well, especially the first, I would say, 7 games. I think the last 5 games, I think we dropped the level a little bit. And then the last game against Leeds was a top performance. Can we keep that level? Then the future looks very bright and very promising. I think there is a massive scope for improvement in the club. I think we have built a club that is on a good level. Looking forward, together with the fantastic staff that already are doing a top job with the players, and try to push forward to take the next step every single day.
I think regardless whoever came in, whether it was you or someone from outside, there was a worry from the fans that this might disrupt the season. So what would you say to that?
Nah, definitely not. I think the big advantage is I know everything. I have bought into this culture, this style of play. I would say I've added a lot to the culture and to the style of play. So I will continue working this way, this direction, with this philosophy. course, when you're in charge, maybe you change small details, but nothing massive that you will see, oh, that changed. No, I'll go the same direction, but add on and hopefully push even more forward.
What do you think your biggest challenge will be this season?
This season, I think to be consistently on a high level is very difficult in this relentless league. But that's a thing to keep the high level, never drop too much, but we perform on a good foundation, a good level, and then sometimes can have the top performance as we had against Leeds, but consistently perform on a good level.
You talk about knowing the staff and the players. Are you confident in the structure the club has built around you?
I think everybody who's been in this club the last, especially 3.5 years, have seen how much the club has been growing, how much everything from B team, the first team, the staff, the environment, the culture, just every single day, a little step forward, and that's one of my main ambitions, to build a club that will be even stronger, even more sustainable. Yeah, that's my big dream and big ambition. And then, if we enjoy the journey and we actually push every single day, I think the rest takes care of itself. In the end, hopefully, we can have all our dreams coming through. But let's see in the end of the season.
This isn't your first experience of management. You were at Brøndby. What did that experience teach you?
A lot, massively. I would say every single time I had a coaching job, I learned something. Of course, when you are head coach of a big club as Brøndby in Denmark, with a massive media focus, a lot of fans, it learned me a lot. I think from when I started at Brøndby until the end of it, I learned and improved, and I became a better coach, head coach. I think I've learned a lot and added as well, even as an assistant manager coach now. So from when I started at Brøndby to now, I'm far more experienced. I would say I know myself even better as a coach and as a head coach. But I will make mistakes in the future, definitely. If we don't do that, we don't try hard enough. We don't try to develop ourselves hard enough. But I look forward to do my very best every single day.
You started in youth coaching, so you know that side of the game as well. How impressed have you been with Brentford B? Because obviously it's a very different approach to various other clubs in England.
I like the project. I like the way we do it. I also think that the last, again, 3.5 years that have been developed, now we are on a very high level, and we are very aligned, style of play, culture, the way we do it. I think there is unique togetherness in the club, and also with the B team. For example, yes, that day we trained the rest of the B team, rest of the first team that was here in the international break together, and it was fantastic to see the boys interact.
You see the coaching staff around you have a wealth of experience as well. You have Lars Friis and Kevin O'Connor play for Brentford for a very long time. Are those the sort of people that you will rely on for experience in?
Oh yeah, massively. I think the whole staff are adding to that. The analysis department, the medical department, the sports science department, and of course Lars and Kev have a massive experience, and I rely on that and need their help. I think I need everybody's help to make success. I don't think it's not a Brentford, and I don't think any club should be, but Brentford in particular, it's not a one-man band. It's a club that needs to go together. I know I'll be in the front line. I'll do everything I can to push forward, but I think we need to do it together.
I know you're obviously really close to your family in Denmark. Are they happy you've been named head coach, and are they looking forward to see how you'll do here?
Yeah, obviously, of course they are, and proud, and think it's a good and top opportunity. I say it will probably be the same. I'll probably sometimes think even more about football, but that's the way it is. And a big thing in football, because it's going every single day, 24/7, is to make sure you take your times off, your breaks, so you refresh your brains, and is ready to make good decisions. It's all about making good, calm decisions.
The Sky Bet Championship is obviously a very open league. What do you want to see going forward? What's the one lesson you want to take from the first half of the season into the second half?
I think offensively we are one of the best teams in the league, and I think we can open up every opponent. We need to be better in the final third, not only in the breakthroughs but also in the counter-attacking opportunities, to make those, get more out of those good opportunities we have. I think we are good at high pressing, we're good at counter pressing, but can we do it even more intensity and determination? Then I think we have a good chance to improve the team. And obviously the set pieces as well. I think we know it's a big thing for us, and I think we can improve and will improve forward.
One thing we saw with Dean was the rotation of the captaincy. Are you happy to continue that going forward, and does that bring out leadership in your group?
Yeah, I like that we try to do everything we can to develop and encourage this leadership, because we need that. On the pitch, it's not only one, and I think in a lot of clubs only if you have the armband, you still need more than one person to take ownership and leadership in a difficult situation. It's not difficult when we are 3-0 up at Griffin Park. It's away, or when we are down, we need to step up. So I like that we, as a club decision, do a little bit different. And I think that's one of our big advantages, that we are thinking innovative, and try to develop new ideas to have these, cutting edges where we can do better than the other clubs.
Obviously, you mentioned Griffin Park. It's a fantastic place to be and play when you're winning games there. What would your message be to the fans now that you are the head coach?
Honestly, Griffin Park is unique. I haven't experienced anything like that. That is proper English football culture. You can really, it's just, you can smell, feel the football, and you can feel the passion. And I think when we are on it, and it's a Saturday game, it's an evening game, there's no better place to be at and enjoy the moment. And I'm looking forward, and hopefully together with the players and the staff, to create a lot of memorable moments in the future.